Right, so just got back to the car after the game, if you can call it that. Terrible start to the game, obviously. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? 21-0 down with like 8 minutes played of the game. Spend the whole game chasing the game. And then we come on with little flourishes, we play well, give ourselves a bit of belief, then the defense stops playing, then the offense stops playing. And then we do some real stupid stuff. 3rd and 1, we take out all our star players, as always. And then we come to fourth quarter, 10 minutes left in the game. We go 3rd and 17, because we get sacked. 3rd and 17. And then it's like, 3rd and 17, let's take a timeout. What play do you think you're going to find to get 17 yards that needs a timeout calling in the 4th quarter when it's a 3-point game? Just go with the play you've got and then punt. All right? Don't waste the timeouts. They're like gold. 4th quarter timeouts or second half timeouts are like gold. 3rd and 17. What play are you looking for? What play are you going to change to? So, I don't like this play. Let's pull the other one, the 3rd and 20 play, the one that we get 3rd and 20 on. There are no plays for 3rd and 17 and 3rd and 20. So just run the play you were given and don't waste the time out. Anyway, watch the video.
Right now, we got 15 seconds and away we go.
So we're 7 minutes into the game and we are now 3 touchdowns behind, 21-0. We've had 2 goes of offense. First one went down for an interception and then we went 3 and out. So typical Saints at the moment.
Singed my entire beard and like my eyebrows, my eyelashes. And so when she come to
Burning is what causes cancer. Nicotine don't cause cancer.
whoever the one that was out because of steroids.
Oh no, he just got drafted this year.
75 yards, taking 6 minutes and 30 seconds. 37 seconds on the clock. That was a 1-yard touchdown.
All right, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please do that. Now, this is my whinge at the end of the video. I've got some things I wanted to say, been building up for a little while. Firstly, the Superdome. All right, they've revigorated it. They've changed it up. They've made it different. And personally, I'm not a great fan. All right, to me, it doesn't feel like a great sports mecca. It doesn't feel like an amazing stadium. It feels more like an airport departure lounge. You know, it's so open with escalators and everything going everywhere. It doesn't feel like a sports stadium. It feels like as I said, like an airport, right? So where's all the pictures of the fans, and where's all the trophies and the touchdown scores and the big cheering things and all that? It's got to come back, because it just feels void of any life at the moment until you actually get into your seat. When you get into your seat, obviously it's very special. It's, just walking out into the stadium's really good. Around the concourse and that, I just don't get it. It's not good. All right. And your prices are crazy. You've spent all this money putting in all these bars everywhere. There's this huge long bar in the 100 section, then all in the 200, 3, 4s, 5, 6s. There's bars everywhere, but you've got more people serving than there are drinking. You get to these bars, there's 10 people stood behind the bar and one person buying a drink. Right? It's just ridiculous. And the reason is because your prices are too high. $10.49 for a beer. I don't know what the spirits are, or your Cokes or your waters, because I don't even bother looking. All right, it's just ridiculous pricing. And then you've spent all this money making room for these bars, and nobody's going to them. Right? You might see a few away fans there, or some people who but nobody in their right mind is going to go there and get 5 or 6 beers throughout the game at $10 a time. It just isn't happening. The food, right? I bought food for the first time this year, and I won't be buying it again ever. And I can tell you why. Firstly, it was ridiculously priced, $20 for a small thing of fries, and then 3 tenders of chicken. When I got them, the chicken was cold, the fries were cold. The fries were double cooked, at least cooked twice, if not 3 times. And I'm guessing that's because I was in there about an hour before the game, an hour and a half when I ate. And they'd probably been cooked 2.5 hours before the game, and there was nobody in the stadium. Right, nobody had come into the stadium. It was very empty. It was a very quiet stadium, so nobody was buying the food. So what do? They just keep recooking it, I imagine, and so the quality was really poor. When I went to buy it, when I went to pay for it, the barcode didn't work. So that all this fantastic machinery you've got isn't working. So somebody had to stand there and manually code in what I was buying. And I bought one of the souvenir cups. Now, to me, I thought, well, I know they're expensive, but at least I can keep refilling it. So I can refill it 3 or 4 times throughout the game. Great. Bought my cup, went to fill it up, went to get my Coke. It was flat, right? The drink was completely flat. So I tried another one. Flat, another one flat, another one flat. I spoke to the guy who was stood there. He said, yeah, there's a problem with them. I don't know why they're flat. So firstly, I was a bit pissed because I thought, are they watering this down to make more money? And secondly, if he knew that it wasn't working, why is he letting me buy a cup for $10 or $8, whatever it was, knowing that I can't refill it? So anyway, I tipped my drink away and I thought, I'll get one from somewhere else. I walked around the whole stadium trying to find somewhere that I can get another drink. Finally found another Coke station in the 500 section. Right, so I've gone from the 100, so the 200 section up to the 500s before I could find somewhere. Filled it up, and actually that Coke was okay. So obviously it's the machine downstairs that wasn't working. Get to my seat in 615. Half time, go out to try and find another drink. I can't find one. There's nowhere to get another Coke. So I bought this cup that I could supposedly refill throughout the game, and there's nowhere to refill it. So I just feel ripped off about that. Then the toilet facilities. Oh my God. Who thought that 5 urinals and I think 4 stalls is in the men's section is enough for about 2,500 to 3,000 people in a sports stadium, right? Even at half time, the line is ridiculous. It's like 35, 40 minutes long. Even during the game, you've got to wait to get in there, right? The women, actually, from what I could see, there's no line for once in their lives. They were quite happy about that. But
you know, if you're in a stadium like that, if you're sitting 5,000 people in a section, you've got to allow for at least 3,500 to 4,000 of those people to be men. You know, it's a sports stadium. I would imagine 75% of the people go to these games are males. You've got toilet facilities for 4 people at a time. 4 people at a time. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I've spoke to some people down in the 100 section, and they said they're no better. It's just ridiculous. And you're supposed to be having a Super Bowl here, right? It might look nice, but actually, to the consumer, it's pretty awful. The exits, trying to get out of the place, absolutely lethal, right? You've got to stand once the game's finished. Obviously, everybody goes at the end of the game. I say everybody. You get outside, you've got to stand for 25 to 30 minutes, standing shoulder to shoulder with everybody in the 600 sections, and then you go down some windy stairs. So by the time you get to those stairs, it's like 2 or 3 abreast, and then it gets a bit wider as you go down. But let me tell you, those people have been drinking all day. A lot of those people have been drinking. I've seen probably 3 or 4 people who could barely walk trying to attempt those stairs and go head first down the stairs. And they're not the ones that get hurt. They're the ones who land on other people who get hurt. Some old people, some children, some young people. It's just ridiculous. Like trying to force 2,000-3,000 people down a set of stairs like that. It's just ridiculous. I mean, where I used to sit, we used to go down the escalators, or there was a walkway that was wide and you just walk down. But steps, that's not a good idea when people have been drinking all day. So that's the stadium and the man management stuff. I mean, I'm not knocking, the people inside are actually really trying hard, but the architects have gone for looks and not the actual functioning of the building. That's the problem. Saints fans, you're making us look ridiculous. Okay, booing your own team on live TV is just not the way to go. I understand you're not happy. I'm not happy, but booing your own team is ridiculous. Derek Carr is not Drew Brees. Okay, Drew Brees is a once in a lifetime type of guy. You've been spoiled, yeah. And I know you're upset that you're paying $150 million for him, but that's what you pay. That's a middle of the range quarterback price. Okay, think yourself lucky at the Browns. Look how much they paid. All right. And actually, once these rookie quarterbacks get out of their contracts in the next year or two, he's going to be in the lower tier of paid quarterbacks. So if you think you're in trouble now and you want to try and sign somebody new, until 2 years' time. Now, the other option, of course, is drafting a young quarterback and getting cheap. Perhaps we should try that. What do you think? So, yeah, don't boo your own team. Now, I understand if you don't want to come, right? You know, if you're a fair weather fan, you don't want to come to the games, that's fine. Don't sell your tickets to away fans. It made us look ridiculous on Sunday. There was at the end of the game, there was definitely more Lions fans than there were Saints fans, right? And I'm guessing at the start of the game, it was probably 65 to 35, 65% Saints to 35 Lions. At the end of the game, there's definitely more Lions. So don't sell your tickets to away fans. Times are tough at the moment, okay? Coming up to Christmas. If you don't want to go to the game, I understand that. All right, we're not playing well. That's great. But go find a family that's struggling, that's got a couple of kids, whose dream it is to go to a Saints game, and give them your tickets. Yeah? Let's make sure that when the Panthers come on Sunday, we fill the dome, or at least attempt to give the kids something to look forward to when they come to a Saints game. The Panthers ain't bringing no one. They've lost the last 10 games, 11 games, whatever it is. They've only won 1 game this season, so they're not bringing away fans. So the dome's going to be empty unless you give your tickets to somebody who really wants them. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got to say. I'll see you in the dome on Sunday.